Now question number 1 of assignment 3. A straight, thick, long wire of uniform cross section of radius A is carrying a steady current I. First part. Obtain a relation showing the variation of magnetic field B outside and inside the wire with distance R greater than equal to less than A of the field point from the center of cross section. Second point, plot the graph showing the nature of variation. Plot the graph showing the nature of variation. Number 3, calculate the ratio of magnetic field at point A by 2 above the surface of wire to that at point A by 2 below its surface. Fourth, what is the maximum value of field of this wire? So this question is in 4 parts. First part, you have to obtain relations for 3 different cases. R greater than A. Suppose this is a wire of radius A. So you have to find out the magnetic field due to this wire. It is carrying current I, and it is carrying current I in this direction. Now you have to find out magnetic field at point P at a distance R, which is greater than A, from central axis of this cylindrical wire. You have to find out field for R equal to A, that is at the surface of the wire. R equal to A at the surface of the wire, and R less than A. R less than A at this point of cylindrical wire, that is outside the wire, at surface of the wire, and inside the wire. At any point outside the wire, at any point on the surface of the wire, at any point inside the wire. So this way you have to find out these expressions. So here will be the your answer should be B, R for R greater than A should be mu 0 by 2 pi I by R. For R equal to A, B for R equal to A, mu 0 by 2 pi I by A, and for R less than A, B R less than A, it is equal to mu 0 over 2 pi I by A square into R dash. So this should be your answers for this problem. Let us take up the solution of question number 1. Now consider a straight, thick, long wire of radius A carrying steady current I as shown. Suppose this is a thick wire. Wire is cylindrical. This thick wire is of radius A, and this is the axis of the wire, XX dash. Let there be a point P at a distance R greater than A. Greater than A. Let there be a point P at a distance R which is greater than A outside cylindrical wire. Outside cylindrical wire. Now Amperian loop is in anti-clockwise direction. How Amperian loop is in anti-clockwise direction? Because current is flowing from x to x dash. Current I is flowing from x to x dash, and when you look at the Amperian loop using Maxwell's right hand grip rule, so the Amperian loop will be in anti-clockwise direction. Now, according to Ampere's circuital law, field at P is given by line integral of magnetic field over closed loop is equal to mu 0 I. Mark it as equation 1. Now, since line integral of magnetic field over whole loop is equal to B into 2 pi r. Its value, if you evaluate for the whole loop, its value will be B into 2 pi r. So, therefore, we write its value as B into 2 pi r equal to mu 0 I. Now, from this we find out B, or B is equal to mu 0 upon 2 pi into I by r. So, this is a field at a point r greater than A, that is outside the wire, thick wire. Let us mark it as equation number 2. Now, if point P lies at surface, then R will be equal to A, and we substitute R equal to A. So, field at surface B is equal to mu 0 over 2 pi I by A, and this field is more than this field because R is more than A. So, A is smaller, R is greater. So, since they are in denominator, so this B is greater than this B. Now, case 3, when R is less than A, let the point P is shifted to point P dash, that is, it comes inside the wire. Let point say P dash lies inside the wire at a distance R dash as shown. At a distance R dash from axis of the cylindrical wire. Let I dash be the current flowing through this cross section now. Now, previously current I was flowing through the whole cross section, this whole cross section. Now, current is flowing only through this cross section. You have to calculate the magnitude of this current. So, let I dash be the current flowing through this cross section. Therefore, I dash will be equal to A into J, where J is current density of the wire and J is equal to I by A. It is current density of the wire. Or I dash is equal to pi r dash square, area of cross section of the wire, pi r dash square into current density of the wire, I divided by pi a square. This area is pi a square and this area is pi r dash square. So, do not get confused. Suppose this is A dash. Now, from here we have I dash is equal to pi cancels, r dash square divided by a square into I. Now, field B for r less than A, say B r dash is equal to mu 0 by 2 pi I dash by r dash, as we have calculated for the point outside. Now, you substitute the value of I dash in this expression. So, it will be mu 0 by 2 pi In place of I dash, we have r dash square by a square into I and r dash as it is. The one r dash cancels, we are left with mu 0 by 2 pi r dash by a square into I. Or field for r less than a, that is for a point inside the conductor, is equal to mu 0 by 2 pi I by a square into r dash. And we have now derived obtained the three expressions for the field at various points. Now let us look at how this field varies with distance, the nature of variation of the field with distance from axis of the cylindrical wire. Now let us go to the second part of the question, nature of variation of B with R. Now look at the three expressions. This is the field outside the wire, this is the field at the surface of the wire, and this is the field inside the wire. Now inside the wire, field is directly proportional to distance from its axis. So it is direct proportion graph. We have how B varies. B varies with distance inside the wire. Inside the wire, B is directly proportional to R. So it is a straight line graph with distance R dash. Now at the surface of the wire, field becomes maximum. Field becomes maximum. Here R dash becomes equal to A. This part. And outside the wire, it is inversely proportional to distance. And the graph will be like this. Field reduces with distance. As distance increases, field reduces. So this is how we have the variation of field with distance from axis of the wire. Now third part is you have to find out the ratio. For the ratio, you take R equal to A plus A by 2 equal to 3A by 2 and substitute in this equation. And for inside the wire, you take R dash is equal to A minus A by 2. So it is equal to A by 2. Substitute here. This is a point where A by 2 below the surface, and this is a point A by 2 above the surface. Substitute the respective points R here and R dash here and take the ratio. You will find the answer. You will arrive at the answer. The fourth part of the question is when the field is maximum. The field is maximum at the surface of the wire. Field is maximum at the surface of the wire, because beyond surface of wire, outside, when we go outside the wire, that is beyond the surface, then field reduces. When we go inside the surface, again field reduces. So nature is different, of course. At the surface, the field is maximum value. Field possesses maximum value. So this is a solution of question number 1. I hope you would have understood it. Now I go to question number 2. Now question number 2. An infinitely long hollow conducting cylinder with inner radius as r by 2 and outer radius as r. carries a uniform current density along its length. The magnitude of magnetic field B as a function of radial distance r from its axis is best represented by A, this graph, B, this graph, C, this graph, or D, this graph. You are to mark the right option. Out of these 4 graphs, which is the right option, and you are to mark it. Thank you so much. I hope you would have enjoyed it, this lesson, and thank you so much.